farms today. We are going to talk a little bit about our Espalier fruit program that we do. I'm standing in front of Honeycrisp. We do over a dozen apple varieties and pear and Asian pear varieties. We take a lot of pride in our Espalier fruit. We start them from a young bare root liner and we plant them out in our fields. They're here on property for 5 to 6 years. During that time, we do a lot of pruning and preparation so that the plant is sturdy and ready to come into your yard. The first year we just let them grow, and then the consecutive years we begin to trellis them. We use wire stakes and bamboo, and we prune them twice a year. Some of the benefits of our espaliers is the fact that you can have a full-grown mature apple or pear in your yard that produces a great abundance of fruit and not take up so much room. You can plant an espalier right along your fence line or a secondary walk, or use it as an ornamental feature in your yard. So you can see this is a great way to get a lot of fruit using very little space in the landscape. Questions we get asked often at Bountiful Farms is, how do I care for my apple tree once I get it into my yard? As far as pruning goes, you want to follow your lateral branching and go about 2 to 3 inches above that branching and cut off all of the vertical arms that are coming up. That way you'll maintain your scaffolding or your lateral branching. All you do is just come right above it and clip those off quickly, and it's quite simple, and I actually kind of enjoy it. One thing you want to watch for are the fruit spurs, and fruit spurs look like little stacked pancakes. They are a small branch, but the fruit spur is where the actual apple or pears will come from. That's where they are produced. So make sure and do not cut off the fruit spur when you're doing your pruning. And we'll show you what one looks like. This is your fruit spur here. We suggest that you do the pruning in the late fall or early spring. As you can just plant it and let it be and do your normal apple or pear sprays and pruning. But another option is you can take from the center trunk of the tree and continue to grow the branching out, actually for 10 foot if you desire. The way we would suggest you do that is by putting in wire or wood or bamboo posts, and you can continue to take the branches as they grow and lay them down, and as this branch would push again, you just continue to lay it out along your cable, wire. You can even use twine if you desire. So an example of continuing your espalier arms out would be to take that vertical branch and bring it down along the structure that you've chosen to use to continue your espalier, and you would just take it and tie it down, and it will continue on as long as you train it. We put in hours and hours into these varieties to make sure that when they do come to your landscape, they're all extremely balanced with a heavy caliber and a very strong structure, so that as you put them into your landscape, they're ready to begin producing fruit.